It's Monday, and that means today is a new episode of 5 Minutes or Less. Isn't that great? I mean, yeah, new episode today, right? I mean, if you're listening today, which is Monday, May 18th, if you're listening on Monday, May 18th to Sunday, May 24th? As long as you listen before next Monday, which I believe is the 25th, then yes, this is a new episode of 5 Minutes or Less that you are listening to. So congratulations. But if you waited too long, or thank you for listening anyway. Whether you're listening because it's new, or because it's great, or because it's old, whatever your reason, thank you for listening in. So happy you guys are here. My name is Brian Doney, and we have a good episode for you guys today. We have Bianca Moore. Bianca Moore, who's a very funny stand-up comedian, who just started pretty recently, still a little new in Columbus, but she's great. She's amazing. She's very funny. Laugh at like 96% of her stuff, and that's pretty good. 96%. I'm kidding. All of it's great. Well, no, let's stick with 96. I'm not gonna blow her. You know, I'm not gonna jerk her off and say that she's like the best thing ever. She's 96% hilarious, which is pretty great. No, kidding again. No, she's very funny, and I'm happy she's here. She will be at the Go Bananas Funniest Person Talent Search. Her round is on July 8th. So be sure to check that out if you're listening from Cincinnati, or if you've seen her before, if you heard her before and you think she's just great and you want her to win, then you should go check her out at Go Bananas on July 8th. So she could possibly win Funniest Person Talent Search. Just got an email, guys. I don't know if you heard that. Let's check it out real quick. Let's check it out. What email did I get? It's from this company called, let's see here, it's called Quibids, and they're asking me, they're saying me there's a fun and fast auction site where I can save up to 95%, and there's an autumn blowout auctions. I can't believe it. Autumn blowout. It's not even autumn yet. It's barely summer. Isn't that incredible? My God, this website. I gotta favorite this email because this website, they seem to have something going on, right? You know, it's predicting the future. They know what the blowout's going to be in autumn. And it's summer right now. It just started being summer. Gotta favorite that. Just did. Okay, so back to Bianca. She was, this isn't actually the first podcast I did with her, and we'll talk about that a little bit on the show. But she was also on a special podcast that I recorded with her and Becky Brown. It was called Mitch Hedberg Anonymous, which is it was a special episode where it was Mitch Hedberg's 10th year anniversary of his death day, and the three of us decided to get together and just talk about him, what he meant to us, and how great he was, and we listened to his bits, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a great time doing that with both of them. So be sure to listen to that as well. You can find that it's not a 5 minutes or less episode, but it is under like all the things where 5 minutes or less episodes are. So YouTube, iTunes, it's in the same place. You just gotta look for it. Again, it's called Mitch Hedberg Anonymous. She was on that, and it was great talking to her on that, and it was great having her on today. But before I get into that, I have some great news. There's in 1 month, guys, in 1 month, 5 minutes or less will be a year old. It's true. It's been a year. It's been a year, guys. I can't believe it. We've gone through so much together. It's heartwarming. I'm excited. Done so much in this past year to fight against Jimmy John's. And it's been lovely having you guys as my listeners, my 2 soccer teams worth of people. Someday we're gonna get to 3. Someday we'll get a league, a whole league going on. But until then, it's just been fantastic. I've had so many different guests on, some comedians, some improv people, some a professional stand-up who's been on it, a magician, all sorts of people. It's been fantastic. And in 1 month, pretty much in 1 month, on June 22nd, it'll be a year old. This whole thing, this whole quest, this crusade against Jimmy John's. It might, no, okay, thank God. I thought I was about to, like, I thought I felt tears, and I was like, no, it's not even, it's a month out, and I'm already starting to, no. As much as I love this show, come on. Stop it. Hold it together, you son of a bitch. Anyway, for our 1 year, for the 1 year anniversary, I decided to release a 5 minutes or less. Wait, hold on. Let's have a drum roll first, because this is like the first time I'm really like saying it out loud to you guys. So, all right, let me get a drum. Can I get a drum in here? Rick, where's my drum? God damn it! All right, you know what? I'm just gonna, I'll just use whatever's available to me to make a drum-like noise. Alright, and June 22nd, I will release 5 minutes or less the movie. That is right, also known as FMOLTM. Yes, FMOLTM. 5 minutes or less the movie, FMOLTM. It's gonna be great. Gonna have it will be a movie, but it will still be 5 minutes or less, just so you know. But it's gonna feel long though. It's gonna feel long, but it's gonna be great. There's gonna be all sorts of guests. It's looking good. It's looking good. I think you guys will really enjoy 5 minutes or less the movie. I will be sure to announce more about it as we get closer to the date. I still have not picked out. Well, for instance, I want to pick out a special song for 5 minutes or less the movie for like the opening thing. So I'm not sure what to. Which ones to use? Maybe we'll use multiple ones, but I would like people to like submit ideas for that, especially for that one, because it's going to be a big deal. It's a big deal for us at 5 minutes or less, and you 5 Minute High Club members who have stuck with me from the beginning, you new listeners, or maybe some of you eavesdroppers who are just here for today and only today. You know, just think about it. This podcast has been about a year old. Isn't that amazing? That Jimmy John's hasn't tried to kill me yet. Or, well, they have, but isn't it great that they haven't? Because if they did, I wouldn't be doing this podcast anymore. And that would have been sad for some people. But, no, I'm excited. And, I can't wait to celebrate with you guys. And, I honestly, God, I'm getting so sentimental, and it's only a month out. But honestly, it's I was you always hope that you always hope that something you start to do is going to last for a while, or it's going to lead to something good. And I guess what I can truly honestly say is that so far it's led to a lot of great things, and it's led to a lot of great moments. And it's gotten me to get to know some people better, and it's gotten me to meet some amazing, talented, funny people, and I couldn't be happier to have that, and it hasn't always been easy. I know I've dropped out a couple of times, maybe for like a couple weeks. I know recently I just took like almost a month off, pretty much, but for the most part, I'm glad the show is the way it is. I don't know what it's going to turn into in the future, but I hope it still has all these fantastic, fun moments with such pretty awesome listeners and with some really funny and talented guests. So yeah, I think it's time we get to Bianca now. But before we can do that, we got to do our song for today, a random song, which is brought to us by our friends at randomsongoftheday.org. She by Green Day. Let's do this. She screams in silence, a sullen riot penetrating through her mind, waiting for a sign to smash the silence with a brick of self-control. Are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you? Are you feeling like a social tool without a use? Scream at me until my ears bleed. I'm taking my heed just for you. She's figured out all her doubts. Where's someone else's point of view? Waking up this time to smash the silence with a brick of self-control. Are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you? Are you feeling like a social tool without a use? Scream at me until my ears bleed. I'm taking heed just for you. Yeah! Welcome, listeners, to another episode of 5 Minutes or Less. My name's Brian Doney. We got a pizza from Papa John's today. It's gonna be a veggie lover. I've been feeling out of shape, guys. The reason why I feel out of shape is because I've been taking terrible shits on the toilet. So I'm thinking I need more veggies in my life. So a veggie pizza from Papa John's should do the trick. Today my guest is Bianca Moore.
Hello.
Hey. Did you just kill a squirrel? Like, what the fuck just happened?
In my esophagus, somewhere I killed a squirrel in there.
Yeah, and on the floor too. Like, there's a bloody squirrel at your feet. God damn it.
I'm sure you'll get that up later.
I'll just start a new podcast called Clean My House in $50 or less, because that's all I can afford for a cleaning lady.
I know a couple people who could use the money. A couple Latinos. Latinos specifically.
Okay, not Latinas. Latinos.
No, Latinos.
Latinos. Yeah. Do you live with Latinos, or do you just have connections?
I have connections, and I'd rather not talk about them on the air.
Okay, sure. Yeah, don't worry. We could cut it out too.
Gotcha.
We can cut it out.
Okay.
Like, we can cut whatever. I can cut whatever I want out.
Oh, okay.
I could cut this whole thing out. And then it would be fine. It would just be 5 minutes of silence.
Dead air?
Yeah, just dead air, just nothing. Just start with me saying, welcome to 5 Minutes or Less, and then dead.
I'd listen to that.
And then I would say, see you guys next week at the end. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Do you think you could get, so you have some connections, do you think you could, just being casual here, do you think you might be able to get someone to, maybe take out a Jimmy John's restaurant or two?
I wouldn't say anything officially, but hypothetically speaking,
yeah.
That may be a possibility, perhaps. Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Okay,
maybe so. That sounds pretty good. Mm-hmm. Sounds really nice. Maybe I'll let the squirrel blood just stain my rug and give you the $50 for maybe so. Mm-hmm. But how do you feel about Jimmy John's though? How do you feel about them? Would you be okay knowing that you would destroy a Jimmy John's restaurant?
Fucking hate Jimmy John's.
Oh,
fucking hate. As their only sauce is mayo, and they don't toast their fucking sandwiches. So I hate Jimmy John's.
They're terrible. They're evil. They're just awful people.
Just
awful sandwiches. Awful everything.
It is. It's disgusting. I don't understand why people still go to Jimmy John's when there's so many pizza places in the world.
Yes.
Like, pizza is like life, and Jimmy John's is like the Grim Reaper of the food world.
It's a pie. Pizza pie infinity, 3.14198265. I don't know. I don't have Joe Horan on, but yeah, it's a formula.
It's perfected.
It's heaven. It's the best. It's the best thing that Italy is known for. And
they don't
or
have
at least
much.
top 3,
They
top
don't
5.
have much. So
No, not at all. Like, if they think that Jimmy John's can brainwash us with just mayonnaise and untoasted bread,
it's a damn crime.
I
don't know where they
shame.
get the balls to serve those cold, disgusting, mayo-filled sandwiches.
It's just lettuce and mayo and just a sad, wrinkly piece of tomato.
And tears. Jimmy John sandwiches taste like Pomeranian Tears.
Pomeranian Tears. They get it specially. They don't even use American Tears.
No,
they use Pomeranian Tears from Pomerania.
Obviously.
From the capital of Pomera.
So they're also un-American.
Yeah, they don't support America. They're only out to take over the world with their shitty mayo Pomeranian tiered
that they
stained.
Outsource.
They outsourced it. They use synergy. Trying to think of another negative business term.
And Kid Rock loves Jimmy John's.
What?
Kid Rock loves Jimmy John's.
Oh.
So if you have any Kid Rock on your phone, you have to delete it now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to disown him. Because my friend used to work for Jimmy John's. He asked for 200 Jimmy John sandwiches when he was here.
Jesus. You know what? I do different song intros for my podcast, but now I can't do Kid Rock. Hey, Brian, note to yourself, don't do a Kid Rock song for the podcast, because Kid Rock supports Jimmy John's.
Hope you haven't used one at this point. I have to go back and edit it.
Yeah, I'll have to cut that out. I'll have to go back and cut that out. I'll have to go to other people's phones and be like, hey, did you download that podcast with Jameson? Like, yeah. Well, give me that.
Well, like, that's Netflix.
Trust me, I have a I have a podcast. Trust me.
Well, that guy, I'm a professional podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
So.
God damn it, that's another squirrel dead on my floor!
I have a habit. I'm sorry.
God damn it, woman!
I'm looking for help.
No, I can't. I can't order the hit. I definitely need to get that blood out of the carpet. But I was gonna say, before we get out of here, that you recently did we recently did another podcast together. It was for Mitch Hedberg.
Yes.
It's called, and that was really good. We did like an hour conversation on him and his life. How infuriated were you when he found out that he did over 6 minutes of Jimmy John's commercials?
It was disheartening.
That's like finding out that Bill Cosby raped people. Like, that's how...
Very
it was similar. Very similar.
I bet Bill Cosby loves Jimmy John's, too.
Oh, no.
I bet.
Oh.
I might have to check the receipts on that, but I'm pretty
Dad
sure.
is not great. He likes Jimmy John's.
He likes cappuccinos and Jimmy John's. So, clearly not a good combination.
Not at all. Well, all right. Well, at least... so now you know, guys. Stay away from Kid Rock, and what else did we learn? Can you help me host my show? What else did we learn?
We learned that you can call Latinos in for potential, perhaps hits.
Yes.
For things, and to clean your car.
And to clean and clean my car.
The squirrels.
Get the squirrel blood out of the carpet. Because how am I supposed? Like, how can I run like a professional like podcast with squirrel blood in the carpet?
I mean, that could be aphrodisiac for some people, and that would be easier. Really? Yes, I'm a professional. I work at an adult novelty store, so this is my wheelhouse. So So in your sex store, you sell some squirrel blood every once in a while? Is that specially ordered? Do you have it on stock? Yes.
Like how could I, like, for my list? I have about 2 soccer teams worth of listeners here, so odds are one of them's into squirrel blood, maybe, possibly. So how would they get that from your store?
Well, we get it from it's not outsourced like Jimmy John's. No,
American squirrels.
You go to Montana. You speak to a guy named Joe. And you have to get the right Joe, because there's a lot of Joes in the world. Yeah. So it's going to be the Joe.
You have to keep bumping into Joes.
Yes.
Or you can do a Craigslist misconnections.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has to have his left eye averting upward at all time.
So he has a lazy eye.
No, but it's looking upwards. It's not lazy. It's actually putting more work in than the other eye. If you think about it.
So that would be like a overworked eye or good work ethic eye.
Yes.
Good work ethic eye. All right, cool.
But don't address it. Joe is very sensitive about that, and he just has a bucket full in his basement. It's guarded by his dog. Also, same eye, same left eye upward.
And it's also Joe.
Also Joe. Dog is also Joe. A bucket full. He'll give you a great price on him. Tell him I sent you. So that'll be great for you.
So there you have it, guys. So that's what we've learned today on the podcast.
Yes.
And thank you for being here, Bianca.
Yay.
Bye, guys. God damn it! Another squirrel! So much blood.